Welcome to GrOath PodTalk show. Resin art is an art which is now trending and it's because it's so functional. Today we have guest. She's from last 5 years into this art. She is internationally certified for resin art. Let's welcome Binoli Kapadia.
Thank you.
So Binoli, the first question that comes to my mind is art is a form where you express your emotions. Has this art form help you to express your emotions?
Yes, Hardik, agreed to this is a very true statement saying that art is something that actually is very therapeutic. It is either for a little kid who is of 1 year or 2 year old till at the age of 70, 80 or 90. Everyone who comes under art is always healed. And that is where art actually helps you your inner healing.
Okay. So what is so beautiful about this art that particularly you have chosen to grow with this resin art?
So, with resin art, the only thing that is the utmost important is its functionality and its durability. So, resin art gives a very glossy effect to all its products. Once it is overlaid on any of the product, it has a very glossy effect. Again, its functionality. So, you can make tables out of it, little keychains out of it. So, anything that you make in resin art, you can always use it out. And that is why this art is very different from any other art.
Okay, you said you have made kitchens out of it, tables out of it. So what are all other creations or what all creations have you made out of this resin art?
So I would like to put it up here that I have made various creations and I've still been updating my own knowledge over it. But there are mantra frames, there are nameplates, there are clocks, there are stationery products, pens, bookmarks, keychains, tea light holders, tea lights, coasters, trays, and like basically with resin it is a very flowy medium where you can actually create a lot of things, and apart from all of this there is a lot of things that you can create and use it in a regular day to day life.
As rightly said by you, use in daily life. So the list is so long and I think it's going on. But all the things you have mentioned, they all are utility based things.
Yes.
How are they on maintenance?
Resin is a very easy to go maintaining product. Anything that is made out of epoxy just needs a wipe and the dust is off. So you don't have to wash them, you don't have to keep a very primer or anything as such to keep cleaning it. But just that is the reason that coasters are one of the most used products with resin, because coasters are so functional. It is used in a day-to-day life, and just a wipe of a cloth and it is cleaned.
Binoli, so creativity is something which is dynamic. What keeps you inspired and alive to create this new creativity?
So with resin art, there is a lot of things that still is being unfolded in my day-to-day life. As in how I work with it, I unfold my knowledge every day where I think that this is something that is going to happen like this, but there is something else that happens. So and this is what that this medium keeps me going, because even something that goes wrong comes out very beautifully, and when you actually see something that you have made and it comes out beautifully and you're utilizing it in a day-to-day life, it actually keeps you going even more. Using of different colors, different patterns, creating different designs, replicating corals, replicating opal stones, replicating geodes, they are all of very different satisfactory levels.
So how exactly a resin art piece is created? What is the process?
So initially resin art pieces are a long procedure end products, but the first basic process of it is you confirming on what material are you using, whether you're using canvas, whether you're using MDFs, or are you working on acrylics. Again, after selecting your medium, you're supposed to prime the base. After priming them, there is mixing of the epoxy. So basically resin is a chemical that is of two ingredients, that is resin and hardener. They are mixed according to the ratio that you need, and once they are mixed you add pigments, colors, different types of inks into it, and once your piece is on the base you add different elements in it, that is stones, shells, pearls, flowers, pressed natural flowers. Once all that is done, even a lot of products need sanding to be done. So sandings are done from the grid of 60 till up to 1200 grids. So it depends on product to product how you're making it and what function it is. but this it has a very time consuming process, but at the end it is all about precision and patience.
Okay. So I'm sure you must have done a lot many of collaborations. Can you share a one collaboration which you have done and that's very emotional and touchy to you?
So there are a lot of collaborations that we have done with most of them with interiors and a lot of event planners. But one of the pieces that I had worked on was with an interior from Hyderabad, and we had made this 48 inch by 30 inch Navkar Mantra frame. The interior and the client was very particular of what they wanted, the Mahavir Bhagwan picture, they wanted the Chaud Swapna and the Navkar Mantra, and that piece had my heart. The day it went off, I was like, it is just going away. Of course, every piece has my heart, but this one is very, very special to me.
So 2.5 feet to 4 feet.
Yes.
So if we see in the process previously you mentioned, this art form takes a bit longer. So when it comes to a bulk order, how do you manage to process them, because the art form takes a longer time to get hardened?
So basically with resin, yes, it does take 24 hours to cure, 24 to 48 hours to cure itself. But when we have bulk orders, we actually create them batch wise. So while one is taking the place of curing, the other pieces are actually getting primed for the next pour. So that is the way where all the products are delivered on time, and we actually believe that delivering on time is the utmost important policy of our firm.
You know, the resin art is a trending thing, as well as art workshops are also trending thing. Is this art doable for kids? Is this art parties or something can be done for kids?
Resin art is a very trending thing right now because there is every second person who is willing and learning this art, and of course this has a very, very huge market and future. But again, when it comes to kids, or we have this particular thing that we do not teach this art form to kids below 15 years. Reason being that it is flammable, it gives out fumes when it is mixed. Again, there are a lot of safety precautions that needs to be taken when you are working with this medium, and it's curing time. So kids do not have that patience in them to see, it's not just getting done. Second, they are not that responsible enough to understand how harmful this product would cause to their health because of its fumes, and when you have to use heating elements to blow out bubbles or not, that is where it might even get flammable. So what kids, we do not do this art form, but we have a lot of other art forms that we've brought for them. So that is tissue paper art, texture paste art, we have fluid art for them, we have canvas painting. So we've opened the entire field, and that is where we do these birthday art parties. So the kids also have a lot of fun, and even in these art forms, you actually create a lot of wonderful, wonderful pieces.
Okay. So for kids above 15, it's a go. For the kids below 15, you have some different art forms.
Yes.
What are the future plans for Clumsy Crafter?
So with Clumsy Crafter, we are actually looking for more and more collaborations in designing institutes as well as craft communities, where we would actually want this art to be keep going on and passing it to communities, building a big community of epoxy artists. Again, when it comes to my personal firm, it is about growing my own brand and growing my own the epoxy that we've launched. So I would love to see it on a next level, and along with that we want to open a house one-stop solution where you have the basics as well as the end products there itself.
Okay. So now we move on a rapid fire round where I will be asking you a question and I expect you to answer either in brief or very swiftly.
Yes.
The first question is very obvious, as you say. What is the logic behind the name Clumsy Crafter?
So the logic behind the name Clumsy Crafter is even clumsy hands can create beautiful masterpieces.
Rank resin art in terms of complexity from 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest complex.
Resin art is highly complex because it is, I would suggest it would be on 9 because of its functionality and durability.
Resin art which are highly in demand?
Most of the resin art that is highly in demand are the home decor pieces and the stationaries.
One unique creation you have made?
One unique creation that I have made is my most favorite till now, as in the form of geodes. That is a 38-inch by 20-inch geode that is installed in one of my clients' place, and that is extremely loaded with squads and a lot of other sparkly effects.
Your favorite self-made creation?
As I earlier mentioned, my favorite self-made creation is the Navkar Mantra frame that is created, and that is very, very, very close to my heart.
The biggest advantage of resin art?
The biggest advantage of resin art is that it is highly durable and functional and gives a very beautiful glossy effect.
One life lesson you have learned from resin art?
Just let it flow.
Do you love to create or you love to teach?
Both of them are different aspects altogether. When I love to create, I have a lot of incline done with the clients, as well as when I love to teach, I open an altogether different stage for my students. So both of them are very close.
So viewers, we had Binoli Kapadia from Clumsy Crafter expressing her creativity, her passion for resin art, and I think it was very deep to understand how resin art works. Thank you, Binoli, for being on the show. Viewers, do like, share and subscribe to our GrOath PodTalk channel. Also, add in comment which more such topics you would like to know. Thank you.